Good morning, children. I welcome you in this online lecture, and today we will start a new chapter of your book that is The Tsunami. Okay, class. So, this term, The Tsunami, you must have heard it in your science book, in the news, newspaper, magazines, articles, and many other sources, right? So, what is tsunami, class? A tsunami is a large, huge sea wave which actually occurs when an earthquake comes on the sea floor. That is tsunami. All right. So this chapter, that as if we discuss the chapter, or if we look at the title of the chapter tsunami, so this means the chapter includes the stories of survival, stories of courage, and the stories of those victims as well as the regions who suffered and wherever the destruction is caused by tsunami. So the chapter includes the stories of the survivals and how people ultimately managed to re-survive at that particular region again. All right, so if we begin the chapter, then let me tell you one thing first, that this chapter is not particularly written by any writer, because this chapter is just a collection of the facts taken from many major sources like articles, news. All right, so this chapter is just a collection of the small stories or incidents that actually happened few years ago. All right, so here the chapter begins with the beautiful pictures of few islands like Andaman and Nicobar, Catall Islands, right? But here the image describes a few or fragmented portion of the islands. All right, so now what actually happened at these islands and why the picture is being given there, we will discuss it further in the chapter. All right, so now I'm going to begin the chapter. As you can see, this image that is demonstrating the destruction caused by tsunami. As you can see, the condition here, how the vehicle is being, shifted there, and how the houses have drawn, and look at the water. Everything is so messy. All right, and disarranged. So here, as we start the chapter, then a tsunami is a large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. So tsunami is a large and powerful wave which is actually caused whenever an earthquake comes on the sea floor. And this story is takes the fact or the event or the destruction which is caused by tsunami on 26 December 2004. A tsunami hit Thailand and many parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Island and Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. So did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. But if we talk about the human beings or the animals, because whenever any natural disaster occurs, then everyone is the victim, even the animals, living things and non-living things as well. So here there is a question arise to you whether the animals were aware of that or not. So let us read the chapter now. All right, so these stories are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Okay, so these stories have been taken from Andaman and Nicobar islands. And what does archipelago means, class? A group of many islands and the surrounding sea. So wherever there is a group of islands in the sea surrounding, that is called archipelago. So the stories have been taken from these kinds of islands only. Okay, Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Catchall. So Ignatius was a man, is a name of a person who was the manager of a cooperative society in Catchall. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. So Ignatius, this means he's a married man, and his wife comes and wakes him up because she feels earthquake. Okay, Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. So what he did, that he carefully took his television and set it off on the table and then put it down on the ground so that the TV might not fall and not break. Then the family rushed out of the house. After that, the family, because his wife has already felt the sensation of earthquake, so his family thought to come out of the house to protect themselves, right? When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. So what is the meaning of tremor, class? Tremor means a slight shaking. Okay, so whenever that shaking, that tremor stopped, so they saw the sea was rising, the level of the sea was rising. In the chaos and confusion, there was so much chaos, so much confusion. Two of his children caught hold of the hands of his mother's father and mother's brother. So matlab, there was a big family, there was mother's father, this means there was in-laws of Ignatius too, as well as mother's father. All right, mother's father was also there. So the children, they were two children, and they hold the hand of their maternal grandfather and maternal uncle as well, and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. And look at this line, class, that this was the last time that Ignatius has seen his wife as well as his children, and they were swept away when the destruction caused, or when that tremor occurred. His wife was also swept away. Only three other children who came with him was saved, and there were three other children who has come with him, and only they were remained, only they were saved. So Sanjeev was a policeman. Yes, Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Ketol Island of Nicobar groups of islands. So there is a description of another man or character in the story whose name is Sanjeev, and he was serving in Ketol Island of Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. So somehow Sanjeev managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter as well from that huge waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John. But there was an another man whose name is John, and his wife was crying. So he heard the that that noise, or the moanings which and the sobbing, that John's wife was sobbing. So he heard that cry. But then he heard the cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. And John was the guest house cook, and his wife was crying. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. And Sanjeev tried to help her out, and he jumped into the water, but unfortunately they both were swept away. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. 13-year-old, there is a girl Meghna who is 13 years old, and she has also swept away along with her parents and 77 other people who were along with her. Okay, she spent 2 days floating in the sea, and look at the condition, how worse it was, that she spent her 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door, that she was holding a wooden door in order to rescue herself, to save her life. But she floated there for 2 days. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. And 11 times, for 11 times she saw the relieving helicopter. There are, whenever any tragedy occurs, or whenever any natural disaster comes, so the government or the defense ministry sends relief helicopters in order to rescue the people. So therefore she also saw many relieving helicopters over his head, but she cannot ask them, she could not shout so hard to ask for the help, or they even can't see her because she was just floating on the surface of the sea. All right, so 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Okay, so what happened, that she was brought to the shore by a wave. So suddenly a wave came, and that wave actually brought her to the shore, and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. And she was just found walking nearby the seashore in a days. Ahmad Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Almaz Javed. I'm sorry. Almaz Javed was 10 years old, and she was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Okay, so therefore there is also a girl who is 10 years old, and her name is Almaz Javed. She was a student of Carmel Convent, which is in Port Blair, and where her father had a petrol pump, and her father had a petrol pump there. Her mother Rahila's home was in Nankauri Island. The family had gone there to celebrate the Christmas. So her mother's home was at Nankauri's Island, and the family had gone there to celebrate the Christmas. When the tremor came early in the morning, the family was sleeping, and her family was sleeping after the celebration of Christmas, and the tremor occurred. Alma's father saw the sea water recede, okay, and his father woke up, and he what he saw, that the water was just moving back, and it was, the home was filled of water. So he understood that water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. So his father realized that this water may recede back, this water might come back with more, more and more great force. So therefore he woke up his family and tried to send them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. So they were just trying to running and rescue themselves, and his father got hurt by something over his head. His father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. But they were just trying to manage or come out of that ultimate situation, but suddenly another huge wave came and he swept away both of them. So as you can see the picture here, the destruction caused by tsunami, tsunami has broken and shattered everything. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of coconut tree, and Alma's mother and her aunt, they were just stood standing there, and they have clinged themselves to the leaves of coconut tree. Cling means to hold down. They were just holding the coconut leaves, calling out to her, and they were just shouting from there, sobbing and just calling each their names. A wave uprooted the tree, and the wave came, and that wave uprooted the tree, and they two were washed away. And after that the two were washed away. Alma saw a log of wood floating, and then Alma saw there was a log of wood which was floating. She climbed onto it, then she fainted. When she saw a log of wood, then she climbed on it, all right, and then she fainted. So after seeing so much destruction in front of her and being so tired, she just got faint away. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamruta. And when she opened her eyes after a quite long, then she finds herself in a hospital which is in Kamruta. From there she was brought to Port Blair, and from there, from that place, that hospital, to Port Blair, she was brought by some of the other agents. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized, and she was, so panic, so afraid, so scared of the destruction that she saw in front of her, that she was actually in a trauma, or would say she was traumatized. She was greatly shocked, distressed away. All right. So here is a picture of a girl, and her name is Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl. And she was able to save many lives when tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. So when tsunami struck to Thailand, then she was a girl who managed to save many lives. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? So she has saved so many lives, but her parents didn't allow her to be interviewed by anyone, or they actually didn't want her to be a heroine or any celebrity. So class, what do you think, what could be the reason behind that, why her parents didn't allow her to be, to get some fame or to be popularized in the world? So you just have to guess it and answer me in the next video. All right. So here is a story from Thailand. Now there is an another story which is from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England was celebrating Christmas. There is a story of Smith family who belongs to southeast England, and they were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. So here the story is all about Tilly Smith, she's 10 years old, schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old, and their parents' name was Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Samudra earlier that morning, and it was the day of 26 December 2004. All right, and they have been triggered by a massive earthquake, and already there has occurred a sudden violent, undersea earthquake already has had been occurred there, which is off from northern Sumatra earlier that morning. So the morning has, had already suffered with that tsunami, so they were already scared. The water was swelling and kept coming in. The water was just swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered the beach was getting smaller and smaller, and Penny Smith, this means the mother of Tilly Smith, remembers so well that the water was getting smaller and the beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening, and they were not able to understand that what was actually happening there. Okay. So what actually happened then? But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she has taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. So Tilly Smith was able to understand or sense the things because she had just taken a geography lesson in England, and now she was able to sense the things. She flew out to Thailand. So when she was, about to come to Thailand, so she had just taken a lesson, and she was, acknowledged with these things. So Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble and form whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. So when she saw that she was, slowly rising, or when she observed that the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble and form whirlpools, so she remembered that she has seen all these things in the video shown to her in the class, है ना. So and this is a this scenario actually resembles to the scenario that she saw in the video, and the tsunami that occurred in Hawaii Island in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video, and told them that tsunami can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. And teacher taught us that tsunami can be caused by earthquake, volcanoes, and landslides. Really started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical and said her mother, Penny, I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. So Tilly started to scream when she observed everything, and she, tried to correlate with the incidents that she has already seen in the video. So she started screaming and trying to tell her parents or make them understand that they should leave from there, or to do something seriously in order to save themselves. So her mother says that her daughter was so frightened that she also understood that something serious is going to happen. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. Then her parents took her and her sister at the some other hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had gone out after them. I was screaming, run. So she was just screaming, run, 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 and in this way she managed to save all other lives too, which were enjoying at the sea that time. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves, and they just went to the hotel, and the building bore up with 3 waves of tsunami. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive, and if they would have been at the beach, then they would have died, obviously. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson. So when they came out and met other tourists, then they realized that most of them have, lost their families, and they just said thank to Tilly and her geography lesson. They had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. And Tilly, when she came back to England, then she told her parents a terrifying incident that she saw. So here, as you can see, the last page of your chapter. Here's a boy sitting at the corner. So before the giant, look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Either the teacher or one of the student can write down the words and the phrases on the blackboard. This is how you can start calm blue sea tuned heart. So this is a part of an activity which we'll do in our PDF portion. So I'll explain the paragraph from there now. Okay, you have to see the and observe the picture and write down something. You have to make your own phrases. All right, so we will do in the PDF wala portion. Okay, so before the giant wave slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic elements seemed to know what was about to happen. So now it was a journey of the human beings. Now when it comes to animal, then the animal seems actually aware of the destruction caused by tsunami to know, as if they actually know what is going to happen. They fled to safety. They just fled to safer place. According to eyewitness accounts, elephants screamed. Matlab, here some eyewitness accounts have been mentioned that elephants screamed and they ran for higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low lying breeding areas. Even the flamingo just left their low lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed to their shelters and could not be enticed to come back. And matlab, all the animals, they just went to their safer places as if they already know that that is what is going to happen. So these animals have already saved themselves, right? Many people believe that animal possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. And even many scientists and research says that animals have a sixth sense and they are able to, acknowledge or able to know the destruction which is about to happen. So some experts believe that animals more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. Even some experts says that animals can feel the vibration. They can sense an approaching disaster. They can even sense any approaching disaster long before human realize what's going on. So long before human can realize that what is going to happen, the animals are able to sense it very soon. So we cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is that giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 1,50,000 people into dozen countries. So we cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not. But this destruction has taken many lives and it has taken almost 1,50,000 lives in many countries. But not many animals have been reported to dead. But if we talk about animals, then no, many animals have not been reported to dead. Along India's Cuddalore coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals, including elephants. So here's a description of Yala National Park in Sri Lanka, which is a home to a variety of animals, including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patangla beach inside the park. So here, the given that 130 species of birds are there, 60 visitors were washed away from the Patangla beach inside the park. There is a beach inside the park where 60 people have washed away, but no animal carcasses were found except for 2 water buffaloes. So if you talk about animals, so not more carcasses were found there, only just 2 water buffaloes. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patangala beach. So from that beach, 3 elephants have been observed to run away. So at Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Delhi said his 2 dogs would not go for their daily run on the beach. And there is a Sri Lankan man who also confesses that his dog would not go to the beach. They were actually excited to go on the outing, he said, but on that day they refused to go and most probably saved their lives. And then even the dogs refused to go anywhere that day and they just remained in their home. So here the description shows that the animal have their sixth sense and they had tried to manage their lives in a better way. So here your chapter ends, class, and the description was about the description was a courage story or the survival story of humans as well as the animals. So I hope you understood the story. We will meet in the next video with a new topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take care. Thank you.